Is on. Good evening, everybody. My name is Osa, and tonight we're going to do a little bit of Euro Truck Sim in single player mode. So we're going to have traffic to play with and run over, because that's always good for a laugh. Okay, somewhere around here. Aha. We did a drop off at Oslo Harbour, and it would appear that if I press the throttle instead of the brake, we might actually start moving. Our next delivery is just over here. Don't think I've ever had a pickup 0 kilometers from where you're sitting. But here we are. And we're hauling a double. Brake. That wasn't damaged, was it? Wrong button. No, trunk's a bit damaged. We should probably do something about that sometime. Okay. Now the great thing is from here we get on a boat. Where is the... Okay, that's the way out. Let's zoom out. Okay, that looks like the way in. So we're going this way. Yay! Guess the little green arrow over the archway is the big telltale that this is the way we need to go. Now, why is it saying I have to get out of here? To heck with this, I'm going on the boat. You might think I want to go a different way, but I'm getting on this boat. Because we need to be in Denmark, and this boat goes to Denmark. Pretty sure it goes to Denmark. Guess we're about to find out. Oslo to that point there. Realistic graphics mod. I think I'm running that. Okay. We're off somewhere strange. I guess I can follow the arrows. And advanced. Ooh, watch the tail, dude. Oh, traffic signals. That's helpful. Oh, traffic signals turning green. That's even more fun. Oh, more traffic signals. I don't think we're even clear of the junction back there. Oh, barely. Now this is an incredibly short distance route. It's like down the road to the next town and we're there. Fortunately, seriously? Fortunately, the boat trips wiped out our sleep requirement, and we are about 5 minutes drive from our destination. I need to get back to the Bremen area. I've got 3 more cities to pick up racing teams from, and they're all in that cluster around Bremen. No speeding. There we go. I'm going to turn the volume up a little bit. Actually, not much in the way of volume coming off of this. Swoosh. And I think in part because of the load. What are we carrying? Oh, disinfectant. And because it's a double, we're getting paid 20,000 for this 5-minute trip. Whoosh. Oh, I was looking at this wondering, why do you want me in the left-hand lane? Well, because we need to be in the left-hand turn just coming up. Now, no traffic signals on this junction, so we're going to have to do this crazy. Ooh! Hopefully the double follows. Yes. So that first trailer is quite long. Second trailer looks like it has 2 midpoint axles, the sort of thing they usually carry on a 10-wheeler. So pretty much tacked on almost like an afterthought. Slow down. But we're running 650 horsepower, so the weight of the load isn't really significant for us. So 27 tonne. That's probably metric tons, whatever those are. We could be struggling. Pretty sure crew's engaged. Aalborg North. Nope, we're going to the... We're coming off of this city, I just don't know where in the city we're coming. Local time is 8:30 almost. It's hard to tell whether I've been here before or not. But I don't think I have. We went up to Norway via Sweden. It was kind of a long drive. Don't think I streamed that one. Okay, no, this is a new route for us. Oh, come on, truck. You can do it. And just down the road here. Oh, that's a main cross street. That's a main cross street. Come on, everybody. Alfa Romeo. Oh, thanks. Now everybody's coming from the other direction. Well, thanks. There we go. We're clear. Oh, ow, ow. Hopefully, ding. Ooh. Oh. There we go. Oh, seriously? This is going to be a precision park. There. Unhitch while it's still green. Hey, Jeremy. I'm doing okay. Kitchen has a worktop in place, although not the final one. We don't have any running water in the kitchen at the moment. But that should all get polished off fairly quickly tomorrow. Right, we're here. We've done stuff. Now, where do I need to go? Mannheim, Cologne or Frankfurt? Let's see what we can find. Other stuff in Norway. We're in Denmark. I do not want to go to Norway. Denmark, Grimsby, Oslo. We just came from there. More Grimsby. Kiel. Okay, that's just across the border. Hamburg. Don't need to go to Hamburg, but it is generally in the right direction. Duisburg. Oh, we've tried that before, so we could go there. Dortmund. That's further south, but also in a reasonable place. That's hazardous stuff, which pays extra. Russia, Nuremberg. Do we want Nuremberg? No, we don't. Nuremberg's ways away. Okay. So I think I'm going to take the tanker, because that's explosive stuff. Kerosene. Ooh, yeah, that's seriously explosive stuff. Good fun all round if we wreck this thing. That'll put us close to Cologne. Okay. Yeah, the stuff we need is not here. Oh, heck. Whoops. And magically the load has disappeared. Okay, so down to the major cross street and turn left onto it. I love these. Okay, and cue all the traffic. Yeah. Don't you people have homes to go to? Look, it's 8:30 on Sunday. So how things been with you, Jeremy? Oh, you all going to sit there and pull faces at each other? Please, keep going. And we'll follow the logging truck. Oh. Okay, fair ways down here. What do we do here? Okay, we still keep going. Key. Across the train tracks. Ah, we're on the other side of the train tracks. Oh, hello, Mr. Policeman. Don't give me a fine. There's IKEA. Not going there. I think I'm on the main street, so I should be okay with cross traffic. Should be. Oh, that's why the policeman didn't get me. He knew the traffic camera would. Okay. Oh, there's a repeater on the other side, so I don't have to look out the side window. There we go. Straight across here. And there's the fire engine again. That's better. I can hear stuff now. Oops. Okay, there's a garage on the right. There may be an entrance in front of us. So I will fix the truck on the way. Hey Bimpin, how you doing? What am I doing? Service. Yeah. Engine and wheels, the usual. Not going to change anything. Yeah, not seen you around for some time. Oh. No, we're going straight through. Gas station, okay for gas. Try not to mount the curb. And the fire engine again. Must be searching for some Danishes, because every time I've seen him he hasn't had his lights on. Yeah, I've had that before. Back when I worked in California, I did a lot of 6 o'clock starts. Sometimes I did 4 o'clock starts. 4 would be 12. No, early, about 2 o'clock in the morning starts. Because I was liaising with banks in the UK, and 6 o'clock start was good because it was just as they got back from lunch, and I was able to get into the emails, check if the stuff they've reported are a problem, and I still had time to discuss their issues with them. And the problem is if you came in at 8 o'clock, then that was just a big fail, because by the time you'd got your emails read, they were all packing up and going home, because it was 5 o'clock where they were. Oh, sorry, that is a bit loud from the external view. It might be for you. It definitely is for me. Get back in the cab. Hey JC, yes, I am working on the event at the moment. So let's go forward gear, and this looks like a long trailer, so we're going to have to give this a lot of room. And I need to see my GPS. Okay, we're turning right out of the gate. Okay. Pretty much pulling all the way across the street, because as I said, this is a long tank. And kerosene, so flammable fun times if we get this wrong. Okay, there is a European event going on which is deliver racing trucks. There are 10 pickup locations. Each race team starts from a different city, and then every 3 days the destination changes. Now I've done 7 trips and I've already done 4 delivery locations. I do not know what today's delivery location is. I also don't know when it next changes. So Sunday was Oslo, but I only managed to get 1 trip out to Oslo. But I've only got 3 more trips to make, and all the pickup locations are West Germany, close to the border of whatever it's in the border of, probably France, because that was always a popular destination point for 1930s German traffic. Oh. Glasgow GB might not be too bad. If I can get out of the north of Germany, I can probably boat it up to the north of England. Now Glasgow's West Scotland. Edinburgh would be more fun, because that's easier to get to. We're turning here? Yeah. Okay, try not to prang the tank. Nice little pink flower-like design on the tank. Okay, so potentially that means today and tomorrow could be Glasgow, or just today, or just yesterday, and it could have spun on to a new destination. Said I haven't really tracked what date it changes on. Yeah, if I didn't play Farm Sim so much and World of Warship so much, I probably would have got it done a lot quicker. What's really sad is I think I heavily missed the Amsterdam drop. I could have got 4 or 5 very, very quick trips out, but I just the problem was the game reset the day I logged in, so I was reset all the way back to Warsaw, and I don't have any garages in West Germany. So getting back there took me probably about an hour, maybe a little bit more. And then I did 2 drops very, very quickly, back to back. Because it was literally just drive up to Amsterdam? Yeah, Amsterdam. Do a drop and then repeat. Yeah, it took me 30 minutes to drive there, and then 30 minutes to drive back, or to the next city. But I just ran out of time on that particular day. Okay, we are moving, and we have, does that say 11 hours? Yeah. So So that'll be just shy of 30 minutes to complete the rest of this trip. And we're... whoops. Keep an eye on the road, and we're going to have to make a stop for sleeping sometime. Okay, you take care, Bimpin. We'll see you soon. Oh, it's due to change tomorrow. Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, I hope to get at least 2 deliveries in today. And that'll then just leave me 1 more. I could buy a garage when we get close to or to this destination. That way I could cheat the delivery, do a drop-off, beam back to West Germany, do another delivery, beam back to West Germany. So, and I've got the loans available now. $7 AM UTC, we're 5, so 2 AM my time, so that's... Nope. UTC doesn't move, so we don't take account for daylight savings. I believe we're -4. So that would be 3 AM Eastern daylight savings. And it's what, 9:30 at the moment, so I've got 6 hours, 5 hours. And I haven't heard a peep out the kids tonight. Oh, Manchester, that's even better. Manchester switch on the 12th, so it just switched today. 10, 12. Is it raining? Or is it raining outside? I think it's raining outside. Apparently it's supposed to snow tonight, so that'll be fun. Yeah, Manchester's okay. That's the middle of England. You've got Grimsby fairly close by, so if I could wangle a ferry up to Grimsby, the drive in the UK would be very short, which would probably be a good thing, because I tend to get driving on the wrong side penalties driving in England. Generally it's okay if I play at the weekends, because I play during the daytime at the weekends, but this is 8, 9 o'clock at night, and long distance driving isn't a great idea when you're winding down to go to sleep after a long day work. Oh, now if I reconfigured the truck with a right-hand drive, then I wouldn't have the issues. One of the hardest things I ever did was take a vacation in France with a bunch of friends, driving their car, and I was one of the only 2 people who had a license to drive a car out of 4 of us. And I was the most experienced driver out of the 4 of us. So I got to drive a right-hand drive car in France. After doing a 9 to 5, going home, they came round to my place to pick me up, dumped the suitcase in the car. I think they drove down to the ferry. We got on the ferry. We had all of 2 hours sleep, and then got onto a French highway and pretty much drove until mid-afternoon, from about 3 o'clock in the morning. And memory of the journey is a little bit hazy, except for the right at the end when we got off the highway, or at least got off the main route down to where we were going, and we had to turn left onto a small mountain road. And I just looked at this road and just went, I know I'm supposed to do something wrong, and I can't remember what it was. And at that point, the guy I worked with, who was sat next to me, said, "You're driving on the wrong side of the road." Oh yes, that's what I need to do. I needed to drive on the wrong side of the road. It's not that I was driving on the wrong side of the road at that particular moment. It was just that I need to stick to the wrong side of the road when I take this turn. And we made it there. We said hello to the friend we were staying with, and then we all crashed out for about 10 hours. But then I was a lot younger in those days. I could stay up for 48 hours without too much issue. These days, staying up for 18 hours can be a challenge. I can get away with a sort of a 1 hour power nap and be able to continue what I'm doing. So it's not all bad. I probably should have stayed in the middle lane. Oh yes, I should have stayed in the middle lane. Dude, stay in the left lane. Do not hit my tank. You will regret it if you do. Check sleep levels. Okay, 5 hours. So the problem with ETS2 is some of the rest stops are miles apart. Sometimes it is actually worth pausing and taking a look at the map and deciding how many sleep locations you can pass before you run out. Okay, so once again, this is an open run. How much money do we have? We got 74. I think this is going to pay another 20. Check on that. 29, so we'll have 100. So at worst, if I borrow 80, I could buy the garage when we get there. And also, you got to remember, I've been in the US for 20 years. So the majority of my mileage has been right-hand drive in a left-hand drive car. As far as UK driving is concerned, the majority of my driving was on 2 wheels with an engine. I I didn't get my first car until I was... let's think. I was 30 then, minus 5. I think I was probably about 28 when I got my first car. Prior to that, I'd been driving large, expensive motorcycles. And since the age of 28, I have owned 2 cars. Actually 3 if you count the van. Although that's my wife's car. And I've paid banks lots and lots of money for the privilege of driving the car they underwrote for me. Hey Whitehawk, how you doing? Didn't check sleep. Okay, 4 hours before we need to sleep. So we travelled about an hour since the last one. Hopefully we can go to the next one. Let's check on that. Okay, we just passed here, we're heading south. Oh heck. Okay, there's sleeping there. We crossed into Germany, so we're going to take a right at Hamburg. And sleep there. I don't know. Well, let's try and figure it out. That's an hour. So that's possibly another hour. Yeah, we should make that. So long as we don't do stupid, we should make that. Okay, why has everyone's brakes come on? Because a big truck of logs has pulled out in front of us. At least it looks like it. Yeah. Oops. Too fast, too fast. Let's re-engage cruise control. I think that log truck has definitely got up and running. So I believe we're looking at a bunch of new trailers coming out soon. Ownable ones which will take what do they call them, the big containers, 40-foot containers on the back, but effectively an open frame, so that'll make for a little bit more flexible ownership. Oh, something bad happened on the other side. So, Manchester. I've been to Manchester once. In reality. Actually, not quite into Manchester. It was one of the former villages that surrounded Manchester that is now engulfed by Manchester. Because that's where our central warehouse was. And after I'd been at the company for about 6 years, I think, they decided that, well, people in IT should visit visit a retail outlet to see what goes on there, and they should they should especially visit the central warehouse, because all of the systems we supported were central warehouse systems. And so, are you going to stop, or are you going to... Good, thank you. So they suddenly started, we're going to send programmers up to visit the central warehouse. Just for a tour, which was quite interesting at the time. Obviously, I think I was scheduled during the summer, which was a good thing because motorcycle. Two of the new guys were scheduled to go during the winter months and had a car that was completely not ideal for snow work. A little rear-wheel drive sports car. They decided to drive up together. And yeah, we lived around London. And London rarely got snow. And if you got snow, it usually snowed one afternoon. The snow settled. And probably about lunchtime the next day, it had melted off. And on a really bad year, the snow would settle for a week and then disappear. And so, no snow in London. So they got up bright and early, 6 o'clock. They went up to Manchester, which is halfway up England. And you go up the main, what they call the M1, which was the primary motorway. It was the first motorway built in the UK. And then when you get to the middle of England, you drive over the Pennines, which is sort of a mountain range down the backbone of England. And they went during winter in a little two-seat sports car with rear-wheel drive. And they got up to the point where you leave the motorway and you head literally across a mountain road. And at that point they decided this was a bad idea, let's turn around and go back. Well, of course, by this time it's they've already been travelling for about 5 hours. And yeah, we're all down in London thinking, okay, where are these clowns? Surely they didn't decide to go up to Manchester, what with the weather report. And I think about 1 o'clock in the afternoon we got a phone call saying, yeah, we're on our way back. Sort of, why did you even try it? Didn't you catch the weather report this morning? Yeah, but we figured we could get through. No. So I think, yeah, I went later on that year, probably 3-4 months later, when it was nice weather, and I was up there with one of the two clowns. Oh, actually, we're coming off here, so... Oh, good grief. Get out of my way. Thank you. So, fortunately, that's our cue that we're getting a little tired, and we're just making the right-hand turn towards Our destination. So Hamburg to our left. I think it was Hamburg. And a rest stop just down here about half a mile, not even half a mile. Okay. Lovely timing. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, in the morning, so we're going to get to sleep during daylight hours and pick this up about mid-afternoon. So half a kilometre. Oh, yeah. How are we doing for diesel? We're okay. Wow. And our sleep bar just hits red as we pull into the off-ramp. Wind our way through here, and there should be some islands on the left. There. And pick one. Everybody's left already. Ooh. Awesome stuff. Okay, so here we are. Somebody just made $1,000. Someone else made about 350. Start the engine. Stick it in drive. Looks like one of our guys made 2 trips. Okay. Here we are just after lunch. Okay, what's going on up here? Of course, I only looked as far as the rest stop, so I don't know where I'm going from here on in. That kind of looks like we've been here before. Actually, that's not surprising, because we have done a fair amount of driving in this area of Germany. I have yet to find any long distance trips directly to the pickup points. So I have to long distance close by and then take a local delivery to the next city over to do the mission pickup. However, if we do buy the garage here, like I said, I'm going to have to borrow some money to do it. That should give us a fast path back. We won't make the money doing the return trip. I mean, this has been worth 2 trips so far tonight. We've already done about, or when we drop this one off, we'll have done about 50,000 euros income. And we still have to do a short local delivery, which will probably be worth about 7,000 if I can find one. And the event deliveries do pay well as well. I mean, I think the one up to Oslo paid about 50,000. And we went from somewhere around here. Bremen, I think we went from. And the funny thing was I missed the GPS turn, and so it recalculated and cut an hour off my trip because I ended up using a longer distance ferry. So that was kind of amusing. Not that an hour is that significant in real world terms because it's only 2.5 minutes drive time. Making good time, about 7.5 minutes real time. Oh, what happened there? Loan instalments, okay. Down to only 5,000. Yeah. 9:30. We've still got a couple of hours drive to the next pickup city after we make this drop. Do not. Hi, cows. Trucks with cows in. Our former foster daughter, who will be visiting this weekend with her 2 brothers, loves cows. We had some friends who took her and her elder brother at the time for sort of a Saturday afternoon so my wife and I could have some time together, go out and see a movie. This was years ago. They had lots and lots of Legos, so the kids had a great time. But the woman had to go out and feed the chickens, and so our foster daughter decided, oh, well, can I come too? So she went out. She helped her feed the chickens, and she's walking back in, and she's like, oops, can we go and feed the cows now? We don't have any cows, we just have chickens. She was very upset. She wanted to see the cows. We do have some friends who owned cows, raise cows, and every 6 months or so send one to the butchers, and we bought a quarter cow. Be getting on for about a year almost, and we've still got half the meat we bought. We used up all the hamburger because kids and spaghetti, but got a whole bunch of very cheap steaks and very cheap roasts. because they just charge by the pound of meat, not by the cut. And because the butcher's just cutting up the cow, he distributes his charge over the entire cow. So that's kind of a good thing to do. Although it does take up most of your freezer. Cows are not small. Surprising. But they do taste good. Okay, another rest stop. Good on gas, or we're good on diesel. Oh, it's starting to change direction again. DHL. Probably taking the corners a little wider than I need to, but if nobody's coming, it's not such a big deal. Oh, what's this? 60 kilometers an hour. Oh, no, 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 no. There we go. Play around with the cruise control, eventually you'll hit the right mark. Okay. Oh, we're nearly there. Less than 3 minutes of drive time. Giant hay bales on the right. And straight on here. Duisburg, or whatever it is. Duisburg. With all the bendy bits on this road and the length of the trailer, I'll probably stick to 60. I noticed that sign said speed limit was 80 now. We're coming off anyway, we're just up here. Yeah. I wonder if this will be a gas station delivery or something else. It's kerosene, so don't think it should be a gas station drop. Of course, I could actually look it up. I have no idea. Speed limit 50. Almost down to walking speed. Okay. Repair shop on the right. Don't think I need one right now unless I do really crazy dumb. Nice. Just in time for the lights, and looks like we go as far as the row of X's. Is here. Is that on the left here? Yeah. It looks like the local garage is just up the street, which is kind of convenient. Try not to hit the light pole. Overcooked that. That's better. Okay, line it up and bing. We are here. Here we are. So that's another 29,000. Nearly up another level. That'll be nice. So, bank.